This tutorial requires beginner skills, takes no time to prep because it's all application. And as you can see out there on the left, we have specifics for the supplies used. And that's because in the spirit of Halloween, we are doing a few videos in collaboration with Mehron Makeup. And for that purpose, we are gonna show you exactly the products we are using. For this look, it's the Colorset powder, the stage blood, the coagulated blood, the squirt blood, the 3D gel, and that bruise wheel. And we're gonna begin with this 5-color bruise wheel to create that outline of that starry pattern around the eyes. And of course, in the description you'll find a link so that you can get your hands on these products easily and fast for Halloween. Alright, so let's get that starry pattern in order here. For our reddeners, well, this is starting to look good. And as you know, this reddeners comes from the world of Silent Hill. And as usual, it's always good to Google yourself a nice reference image so that you can recreate it as best as possible. And of course, it's not an actual star pattern, it's randomly ripped flesh. And with that outline in place, we turn our attention again to the bruise wheel and use the darker red tone and fill out all the areas inside of our nice little outline. Yep, it's starting to look good, but we need this to look more carved out. So for that, we're going to use the Mehron 3D gel. And with it, you add additional depth to your wounds and other effects. Hence the 3D name. Alright, so we need to warm it up a bit so it turns into its liquid state. We pour a little bit out and then use a spatula to apply it. You can of course use a brush as well. And as that gel starts to cool off, it sets and keeps its shape in place. One thing we did notice with this 3D gel was that it took a little longer than we expected before it was all set and dry. We don't know why, but it might have been the studio lights actually being too warm or too hot, but yeah. Took a few minutes longer than we expected before it was all set and ready to work with again. But of course, that's no biggie. Maybe it's a good thing for you if you want to keep the material moldable and smooth to work with for a little bit longer. Keeps you from stressing. And there we go. With our torn up skin ready to rock, we set the whole thing with the Mehron Colorset powder just to take down that shine. Your skin is too shiny. In Swedish is din hud är alldeles för blank, or din hud är alldeles för glansig. Next up, it's time to make the wound look deeper, and for that we're heading for that bruise wheel and the dark black color. Aligning all the edges there, and we also mix that in with additional red for a darker red tone along the edges. The added darkness along the edges will give this a really nice look and dynamic when the blood is in place. And speaking of blood, here is the Mehron coagulated blood as well as the Mehron stage blood. We will start off with the coagulated blood, which has a very low viscosity. It's very slow and sticky, as opposed to the stage blood here, which is a lot more runny and fluid. Since the coagulated blood pretty much stays where you put it and don't flow out, it also tends to become a bit darker. So we add that along the edges. Then switching to the stage blood, applying that along the cuts all the way out, It also turns a bit more red as it's thinning out. Both the coagulated blood and the stage blood has this nice dark quality to its color, making it perfect for occasions like this, having it in the wounds. But of course we couldn't leave this look without a little splashy squirt blood as well. The Mehron squirt blood, it's it's what it says. It's basically a lot more runny than the other two, and therefore also a lot brighter red in tone, which makes it perfect for all those areas where you want some fresh, runny, nasty blood coming out of the wounds. And we can see just that little drop there running slowly down Ellie's cheek. And there you have it, the red nurse. It's kind of a basic look, but it's still got that little pow for Halloween. It looks nasty, and it looks especially nasty when you put those white contacts in. It's a look that's pretty easy to achieve, but still has quite the impact at that Halloween party. If you like this look, give it a thumbs up, and if you loved it, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to get your hands on those Mehron Makeup products used in this video, be sure to check out the description. See you soon. Bye. Love you.